everybody, this Wednesday evening. And what is the date? December the 8th. Wednesday evening, December the 8th. Welcome back to the 6th edition of Three Guys and Adriana. Three Guys and Adriana. Three Guys and Adriana. Get real. We all get real about mental health, and we talk about the things that men and women don't often talk about in regards to mental health. And you're in for an exciting evening. We've changed up the format, and we're going to get started right away. Our theme tonight is celebration as we head into the holiday season and the new year. And do our best to put COVID behind us for a while. Our theme tonight is celebration. So Morris, Adriana, where do you want to go with this whole topic of celebration as it relates to mental health?
Morris? Well, my name is Morris Churka. I'm from Edmontonia. I'm from Edmontonia. I'm from Edmonton. I'm Edmontonia. Right. I'm an investor, a life insurance agent, photographer, and a good caring guy who loves to help. That's why we're here today. And our special guest.
Hello, everyone. Thank you first of all for inviting me here. It's an honor to be here. My name is Adriana. I'm originally from Romania. I've been in Canada for over 10 years.
Yes.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm becoming a businesswoman. I'm still learning. I'm a groomer, as my daily job is being a dog groomer, and I love that. And I'm studying to become a nutritionist and a transformational past trauma coach as well.
Wow. So I'm sure that both of you have a lot to talk about, a lot to share with us tonight. Our theme is celebration around the whole idea of positive mental health. So you've got 5 minutes to share with the audience, to enlighten the audience about your perspectives on celebration as we head into the holiday season and into the new year. Celebration as it relates to positive mental health.
All right, I'll start off with this here. So the reason why you're talking about celebration here, because we're so quick to help to celebrate other people's and their victories, their wins. Hey, good job getting that promotion. Hey, you got that goal. Awesome. Oh, good job coloring that coloring book. You did amazing. When the biggest person we don't celebrate is ourselves. And we should be celebrating ourselves all the time. Yeah, it sounds weird. But the thing is, the more you do it, the more confidence it gives you. The more energy, the more drive. You know how you get up and you get up in the morning like, oh, I gotta do that task, and you feel down? When you give yourself a high five, when you celebrate like, yes, you'll find the more you do it, when a challenge comes, you're like, all right, bring it, I can do it.
Now, Adriana was saying before we went on air that you've got some 3 tips to offer.
Yes.
What's the story?
The story is like this. First of all, if you take it, everything, all our fundamental issues as humans of everyone is that we either, as a personal, we either hate us, or when you look into the mirror, or you cannot able to look at yourself in the mirror, or we judge ourselves the most. The most critical person, it's yourself. The person that you look in the mirror is the person that you judge the most every single day. And that's where you have to switch a little bit. And that's why I came up with some tips. They're not invented by me. I learned from many people. Like one of them, the best one I'm listening is Mel Robbins. So definitely you have to take notes. So number one, it's when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do not touch your phone. Because the problem that in the moment you touch your phone, you reconnect with your problems, with your issues, with judgment, with deadlines, with everything. You have to don't touch your phone for at least give yourself 10-15 minutes. Number 2, when you go to the bathroom, look at the person in the mirror, because that's the most important person in your life. It should be the most important person in your life. Look at the person in the mirror and literally look at the person, not just, you know, brush your teeth and do other things and your mind is someone else. Give yourself a couple of seconds to look at the person in the mirror and ask the person in the mirror, what do you need from me today?
Ooh,
That should be the first question to ask
good.
yourself.
that's good.
Because maybe that person in the mirror doesn't want your criticism, doesn't want your judgment. Maybe he's sick and tired of you saying, oh, you bad, you're not enough, you screw up that, you did this, you everything, all the time, you criticize yourself every single day. How many times per day you look at you and say, good job, I really did good that, or I did it as much as best as I could. And just give yourself that couple of seconds to look at you, to be grateful for you, because without you, you cannot do anything in this world. And give yourself a high five. Literally give yourself a high five. Yes, high five to you because you're here. High five that I woke up again. High five that I'm gonna show up again. Doesn't matter.
Let me jump in. Let me
Sorry,
jump in
yes.
for a sec. Yeah, Robert, you've done this before, and I really enjoyed this. You called out Morris and you said, no, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you telling us what to do. I want you to tell us what you're doing, right? So can we turn this around a little bit and say, when you get up in the morning, Adriana, you are doing this. Like, we're not prescribing to others.
Yeah.
We're trying to, you know, share what we're going through, right?
Yeah.
So it's not you have to get up in the morning and not touch your phone. You could say, this is what works
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, it's true. This is what we all do. Like, I start doing this. I didn't do this long time ago. I did a lot of mirror work with me previous, but you know, that things happen, life happen, and I know I just put it in the back of my mind. And now I would say for the last 2 months, I start doing this again, and it completely changed my life. Because I like everybody, I wake up every morning, or not every morning, I wake up mornings when I'm like, I don't like what I see in the mirror. I have, you know, my face doesn't look good, my hair doesn't look good, I look like crap today. I don't even want to look at myself.
No way.
So even if I don't like it, what I see in the mirror, I make myself, I say my words, I have it right in the bathroom on the mirror. It says, just do it anyway. So then I see that because it's there. So I was like, okay, I give you a high five. And I speak with me as I will speak with someone else. And that gave me a lot of help. And it makes it, just the idea of give myself a high five, that already change everything in your mind. Your brain sees, because high five mentally in your brain is correlated with the positive thing. So you give high five to people when they did good. So if I give myself a high five, that means I start my day by prizing myself that I did something good already. So that's where that's come from.
Let's pass it over to Dieter. We've got another 5 to 7 minutes. It sounds like Dieter's got something to say about celebration. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you, Morris. It's all about mental health. 3 men, 3 guys, 1 woman. We get real about mental health. We talk about the things that men and women don't want to talk about. What do you got to say, Dieter? What's the story around the theme of celebration and mental health?
As I'm sitting here on my desk, and this wasn't planned. This is the little Royal Roads stuffy that I got 2 years ago when I convocated. And this is the childhood shaker toy that you give to an infant. I took this with me as well to remind me of my kids. And I also took this little Superman to remind myself, right? We do have to celebrate, Morris. I really agree with you there. I think also, as we're getting close to the end of the year, we should also have a moment of reflection on this year in specific, right? We've done a couple of episodes, the 3 guys. We've shared a lot of the journey together. And for me, this has been a really rewarding experience. And Robert, for yourself especially, like your transition with your website and to becoming more of a hybrid, like it's so inspirational. And that journey wasn't without some swamps and some hills and some fallen trees to climb over. And I just want to celebrate the hard work we've done, and I know we've helped a few people along the way with some of our comments. What do you think, Morris?
I think very true. We have gone through a lot. We celebrate some great wins this year by, you know what, opening up, by sharing what is deep in us, to start a new trend here, that it's okay to speak it out, to let it out. Because when you keep it in, what happens is it's like shaking up a bottle of pop and trying to push it down, oh, put more pop in and shake it and push it down. And before you know it, we wonder why we're depressed. Why are we sick? Why are we stressed? When we let it out, it allows our body to relax. And how we talked, and we had a special guest before, really shows that we're making an impact here. We're being real. And that there, by being vulnerable, is a huge celebration. So I thank all of you and all our guests for participating in this. It's a great win.
Well, we've got another 5 minutes, and I'm not on the same page as everyone here tonight, because I literally suck at celebrating myself, and I say that with all honesty to everyone, because it's no easy task to get up in the morning and maybe follow through on some of the things that Adriana spoke about. And I'm totally guilty, Adriana, of not doing any of that. And
That's okay.
And you know what? Sometimes, I need to hear that. Like, I just need to hear that it's okay to find my own way in celebrating. Maybe it's not an activity. Maybe it's not a high five. Maybe it's just a thought as I go through the day, and just, have a private conversation with myself and just say to myself, I'm okay. I'm a good person, right? And I'll get through this. So, maybe I stand corrected. Maybe I do celebrate, but it often doesn't sound like the kind of celebration that both you, Morris, and Adriana refer to. And it's not so much about toys for me, Dieter, which is kind of odd, like some of the toys you shared with us, because I love to bring toys to my workshops, but not so much at home, So, maybe I stand corrected, maybe I do celebrate, but it's more privately within my own thoughts. And I find I need to say many things to myself throughout the day, because I'm quick to go to the negative, very quick to go to the negative. And I know I'm no different than a lot of people out there, that how quickly, pardon me?
I say we all do. Everybody goes to the negative quickly.
Yeah. And sometimes I just need to know that I'm not alone on that.
Nope.
Because when you're having those private thoughts with yourself, you believe it's exclusive to you. And, it's totally the flip side to what you were saying earlier, Morris, around letting it out, right? And feeling good about, as men would say, getting it off our chest and feeling better, feeling good about it. Yeah. And so I tend to go the private route, but I know I have to repeat. I know I have to, repeat myself, repeat a positive thought.
Tip number 3, incantation, positive affirmations. Use positive statements to empower you, to lift you up, to give you strength, like, I'm okay, I'm safe, I'm loved. Every day, every way, feeling better, yes. Find one that fits you for the moment. You can have as many as you like. Now, back to the show.
And throughout the day, and I need to think about it. It doesn't come naturally. So it's still something it's still work in progress. It's just not a natural action or behavior for me to celebrate myself. I'm so focused on the people and the experiences, the situations around me. But
And that's okay. That's normal. We all been brought up like that. And we all do, we went through the same thing. And in the end, it's not important, because what works for me doesn't have to work for you. As long as you find your way, find your ways to help yourself with that. If
Yeah.
you know, like me, I like to talk and be verbalized and open and everything. For you, if that works with you to talk with yourself, as
Yeah.
long as you do it, that's the most important thing, is to take action to yourself, with others, doesn't matter how. The way is not important. It's important the action, to actually do it. And if you don't do it every day, don't banish yourself. It's important to do it. If I do it today once and tomorrow 10 times and the next other day none, that doesn't matter, as long as you keep doing it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Wrap things up for us, Dieter. Thank you, Adriana. Wrap things up for us, Dieter. We have just under 1 minute.
My closing comment is it's like brushing your teeth, right? If you miss a day or two, it's okay. You miss 4 or 5 days, well, you got some problems coming along. But if you can do some gratitude and some self-appreciation and the odd high five, a couple of times a day, it'll serve you well.
Yes.
On behalf of Dieter, myself, Adriana, and Morris, we want to wish everybody many daily celebrations in your life, and to, as Adriana said, to take action on celebrating all that is you, and being okay with being you, and with good energy, good energy. Oh my Lord, the timer went off. Everybody locked me into a timer tonight.
Because you have such a huge heart and you have so much to give. You're amazing.
We're going overtime. That's it. We're done. We're
Right
done
on.
with another edition of Three Guys Get Real and Adriana. We talk about the things that men and women don't often talk about. It's been a great time. Good to see you, Adriana. Good to see you, Morris. Peter,
Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much.
Take care. High five, everyone. High five.
High five.